Welcome back to Football Kings. We're back again with another stream. It's Sunday. Today we'll get into a bunch of things. We'll start with, we won't start with the AFCON. We might end with the AFCON or in the middle talk about the AFCON. But there's a bunch of things
Yeah.
to talk about. Talk about MARESCA, talk about Arsenal, Aston Villa, the title race. We'll also talk about the world best. Is it world best award? The Globe
FIFA,
Soccer Awards. I think
FIFA
that's what it's
awards,
called. The
generally.
Globe is it FIFA Awards? According to what I'm seeing, these
Globe Soccer
awards are
Awards.
quite confusing. It's called the Globe Soccer Awards, I think. The Globe Soccer Awards. So,
Mm.
yeah, we'll get into all that conversation. Let's start with the awards. Let's start with the awards. I think it's something we can talk about. So, Enrique wins Best Manager at the Globe Soccer 2025.
Mm.
Of course, seeing what he did with PSG, you would expect Enrique to win Best Manager. I don't
Was the
think there's
best
any
manager,
other
yeah.
manager exceeded what Enrique did. To me,
Mm.
he deserves it. Due wins. Due won the best emerging player at the Globe Soccer Awards 2025.
Mm.
Due to had an outstanding performance. 2024-25 season. So I kind of
Yeah.
expect him to win that. Vitinha wins world's best midfielder.
Or is
World's
Vitinha
best
a
midfielder.
midfielder?
Vitinha is a mid. What role do you think Vitinha plays? Vitinha,
Oh,
not
Vitinha.
Rafinha. Vitinha,
Oh,
yeah,
sorry. My bad. I
yeah.
thought it was
Were you
Rafinha you're
thinking of
talking
Rafinha?
about.
Okay.
That's what I was
Vitinha
talking about.
wins world's best midfielder. The Globe Soccer Awards 2025. Did a lot for PSG, did a lot for Portugal. So it's kind of
Mm.
expected. I think it's well deserved. Unless you can think of a midfielder that was better than Vitinha 24-25. Is there anyone you can think about that you feel should be winning this award? Is there
There's
anyone?
no
I,
one that
I feel like
no one that
Vitinha has
comes
the
to mind.
yeah, he's done a lot. So I'll give it to Vitinha. That one for sure, well deserved. Cristiano Ronaldo won the best Middle East player at the Globe Soccer 2025
Come
awards.
on. They should stop this. They just want to give him something.
The best
They
middle.
just want
This
to
guy keeps
they,
on winning awards.
they
He's like
just
what 40
they just
something. He's in his
They just want
40s,
to give him.
right?
They just want to
How
give
old
him.
is
He should
Cristiano? Is he
retire.
39?
He's
39
not.
or 40?
He's not. He's 40 something. 40 or 41. He should
40.
just.
Wow.
Honestly, he cannot play football till when he's 50.
He
No
can.
matter
Have you
how
seen
much
have
he
you seen
tries,
that guy's
he
physique?
can't.
Have you seen his fitness
He
level?
can't. He
I think he
can't.
can. I think he
He's a
can.
human being. Anyway,
I
there's
think
a
he
player
can.
that
I
is
think he
50
still
something
has like
that is
3 years
playing.
in him. I think
You know,
Cristiano
there's a
has
player that
3
is.
years in him.
You know, there's a Japanese player that is 50 something that is still playing.
I think he can. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Think of it this way. What
Mm.
Cristiano is doing right now is not.
Mm.
I don't think he's playing the role where he needs to run up and down the pitch. Right?
He
He's
just
not a
score.
wing. He's not a wing back. He's not going.
Mm-hmm.
He's not kekes. He's not blasting forward
Just,
and back.
just pick the
He
ball and
doesn't need
score.
that. He's just get the ball and put it at the back of the net. I think you're a striker. You can just you can wing it. You don't need to come back. It's Cristiano. He has earned enough credit to not come back and defend with the rest of the boys. You get what I'm saying? So if you have a team and you have Cristiano Ronaldo, you kind of have it in your mind that Cristiano won't come back and defend with the rest of the boys. So yeah, I think it's very, very impressive. 40 something years old winning world best Middle East player.
They just want to give him something. What kind of award is that? They just want to give him something. That's simple. All right. They just want to give him
Uh,
something.
Dembele won the world's best player at the Globe Soccer Awards 2025. So
Mm.
he won the Ballon d'Or, now winning world best player at the Globe Soccer Awards. Congrats to Dembele. Dembele is having the time of his life. I think it's crazy, right? The kind of that 24-25 season. I think that might be. I don't know. I'm not trying to jinx him, but I
Years
don't
of
know
his
if he
career.
can do better than that. I'm not trying to jinx him. He's a fantastic
Oh my
player.
God.
Lots of respect to him. I'm not trying to jinx him, but wow. And yeah, to add to that, Cristiano was saying he wants to win trophies. He wants to reach 1,000 goals. I keep on saying this. Once
Mm.
Cristiano gets to 1,000 goals, I think that's it for
Mm.
him. I think there's just nothing else. He has done
Yeah.
everything for him
Mm.
personally. Maybe the World Cup is like something he will want to win. This next World Cup, you want to win the World Cup. But if he doesn't win the World Cup, I think him getting to 1,000 goals and 1,000 goals documented, would mean a lot
Mm.
more to you, I feel. That's just my own thinking. Of course, the World Cup, everybody wants to win the World Cup, but the chances of you winning the World Cup is
But
slimmer compared to
people
even
would
the
still
chances of
say
scoring a
that
thousand goals.
Pele scored 1,000 plus goals, and Pele is better than Ronaldo.
Yeah, but
No
he's
matter what,
still saying I scored 1,000 goals and it's documented.
nobody will say whether documented or which one is documented or undocumented. There are a lot of people that went to those games that Pele played. They can tell you how many goals he scored. Some of them are still
It's
alive.
hearsay. It's hearsay,
Eh,
right?
Those ones are
This
not
one
hearsay.
is hearsay.
What
You
is
go and say,
hearsay?
yeah, I was there when Perez scored. I was there. But this one is from the moment Cristiano started scoring his first goal to the
Kingsley.
end of to the thousandth goal. The
No matter
evidence is
how,
there.
no matter how Ronaldo tries, right? People will still say Pele was a better player than him. That's just it. Because Pele
I
was
think
good.
it's arguable. I think it's arguable.
Pele was like a football god. Pele was good.
I think it's arguable. Like people,
Do you
it's something
get?
that people will argue
Because
about. I don't think it's
those
something
are the
that
people
everybody
that
will say is definite because it's a different era of football, right? Time has
different
changed.
era. True. Time has
Yeah,
changed.
you can't really compare across
Football
eras. I feel.
football had less rules then and was more aggressive and harder then than now. The tackles now, people don't really, any little tackle is a foul. Every little thing is a then most tackles studs.
So
They were allowed.
you feel like football was
They
harder
were
to play
harder.
then than now.
There was harder tackles then than now. You can the
Is it
major
just the
difference now
tackles that made it hard, or
you
the way
can
the pace of the game? Don't think that the pace of the game has changed. You don't think it's a faster
how
pace?
faster pace in what sense that people are running more now. You can
Yeah,
say that
people,
people
there's
are
more
more.
need for
You
athleticism compared to
you
before.
can say people are more in terms of nutrition and all of that. Fine,
Yeah,
but people then were
performance
still
levels are
running.
higher.
They still had speed. They
It's
were
a running
still.
sport. It's a running
You
sport. People
understand?
will run,
So
but
running
performance
has
levels
always been
are
there.
higher.
I
That's
don't
what I think.
I beg to argue, but I'll also tell you that then most of the players you have now, they won't be able to survive in the former era in terms of
Maybe in terms of
how
tackles,
rough
injuries,
and
physicality.
all those
Yeah,
things, right?
we can. I understand that, but
Those guys then, they were less medical stuff as advanced as now. People then could, I can argue that people then would have a feel something and they will still play and they will have a good game. Now, once a player feels something, he just thinks he feels something. They're
you're playing a lot
substituting
more
him up
games. You're playing a lot more
now.
competitions. You're playing a lot more games. The game is faster. The game is like, guy, look at what's happening in football. Football age is getting younger, and people are retiring earlier.
Is the game really faster?
I feel
Now
like the
the
game is.
only
I feel like the game.
now
Anyways, I see what you're
I
saying.
will
Passing,
argue because
passing, passing.
they just pass at the back.
It's
Then
more
football
tactical.
was
Yeah,
more direct. Yeah, football was more direct. They knew the
I'll say
major
it's
aim
more
was to
tactical.
score. Do
It's
you
more
get?
tactical, maybe.
But the
Mm.
balls were any balls they are taking for, they move the ball for. Now we just spend time at the back, pass, and you're just like this. We're waiting, pass to the back, pass to Sanchez, pass to what's the name of your keeper? Because your keeper is part of this pass.
Yeah,
Yeah, pass to
yeah.
Donnarumma, pass to the so those days football was different. Once the ball gets to the midfield, people are dribbling, people are passing it up to the winger is driving in. Wingers then, if you watch old clips, wingers were more bold to take people on. They will take people on, they will foul them, the referee will blow, or they will get up, continue. Do you get what I'm saying? Now, it just feels like when they can't go, pass back. Everything now is safe. Do you get? I will beg to argue that football then was more harder. I enjoyed football then than even now, right? In the time I've watched football, I can argue that I've seen almost three eras, but I'll say two solid eras, right?
Mm.
This era that we're seeing now, the people that are breastfed, these people are breastfed. Do you get and overpaid? Do you get? They didn't do, yes,
Okay, okay.
they're that's what I think. That's my thinking. You say
That's your
SSB saying
opinion.
Lamar La Masia and Barca changed the way teams play. Football changed after that. Yes, it did. Especially from that Barca. Remember that when they were that
Mm-hmm.
passing, tiki taka. But
Tiki
it
taka,
was
yeah.
not that bad. It was not even that tiki taka when Barca was they still do the La Masia Academy is still there. They still have that philosophy, but it's not as bad as before where they were that tiki taka. But even the tiki taka, it was still enjoyable to watch. Do you
Mm-hmm.
get now? The only thing we see is before you know it, the ball goes to the back. And you say so a team has possession. It's just me thinking. A team has possession. Where was the possession? In your own half, in front of your box 18. That's to me, it's a useless possession. What are you doing with that? Just to be patient. You are patient for 65 minutes, but the other team still wins you. What kind of patience is that?
It's not about having the ball, it's about putting the ball at the back of the net. That's the point of the sport.
Exactly. That's
The
why
sport
we
is prevent them
exactly
from scoring and you score.
and
That's
score.
whoever scores the most goals wins. That's
Wins.
football.
Then
That's the
what's the but yes,
basics of football.
yes.
So
So
any
you
other
look at
thing
it.
in between is just extra fluff.
So you can argue that have we drifted that far from the game
Mm.
and the putting the ball at the back of the net is the main goal. That's why
It's the
they
main
call it
goal.
goal.
Nobody,
That's why it's
yeah,
a goal because that's the target,
that's
right?
the
The
goal.
target
Yeah,
is not to pass with your defenders and have 70% possession. No,
that's
you can
correct.
do that as far as you are scoring and making
Mhm.
the other opponents work. Opponents don't even work now; they just allow you have the ball.
Mm.
Pass at the back. That's fine. Nobody's going to be chasing you around and wasting energy. People are
Mhm.
smarter than that now. Do you get what I'm saying? So yeah, it's a Foxy is saying not La Masia, Barca or
Yeah,
Pep's fault.
yeah, clubs
Clubs
could have
could
come
have
up
come
with
on.
their own style of play instead of copying. Soon it will change again. 4-4-2 will return at some point. That's the game.
Yeah,
Yeah, soon it will
yeah.
change. Um, but you see, the funny thing is when people watch the way Arsenal play, using corners to score,
They
being very
criticize them.
defensive, they say it's anti-football. That it's not the way
Each
they are
time.
meant to play. You get what I'm trying. You guys in the
I
chat
get
get what
what
I'm
you're
trying to say,
saying. I
right?
get what you're
People say
saying.
why do they play like they don't score from open play? They don't score from open. People care about scoring from open play, but you need to also understand that scoring from open play requires you
Mm,
doing a lot of passing, right?
mhm,
Doing a lot of
mhm,
moving the ball forward in a smart
mhm,
way, depending on how the team
mhm.
sets up
I need.
defensively, and
Yeah,
being having technical and creative players that have
yeah,
vision to see where the spaces
mm,
are, to get the ball,
yeah.
into those spaces
To the
that
right
can make you
space. If there's half
advance
space,
towards the
yeah,
goal,
advance the ball.
and
Yeah,
people
yeah.
that have good shooting ability to actually shoot the ball inside the net.
That's all.
You get what I'm saying?
Mm,
So
yeah.
scoring from open play is not easy, especially
It's
at a
not.
level where every single person, their performance is
It's
almost the
it.
same. Because all
Yes.
pros are like really good. I feel like the difference between this pro player and this pro player is like a
Kingsley, the
like
problem
some
we have
percentage
now is
difference. Some
we
some
don't
pro
really
players
have
are crap,
we
but
we don't even really have exceptional players anymore. They are
yeah, that's what
practically
I'm
the
saying.
same
Like
and
most
just
people's
overpaid.
okay, I agree with overpaid part, but then I guess my focus is on the technical part. I think if you think about the technical side, I think most people are like close. It's only some few guys that stand out that you say this guy is really good, right? That's why
Mm,
sometimes watching someone like Doku and the pace and power he brings towards his dribbling, and the way he just
mhm.
wiggles through players and just move quickly in one direction, is unpredictable
Yeah,
with his dribble and
yeah,
gives
yeah,
the
yeah.
assist. It's
We
really
love
nice to
to see
watch.
that.
It's nice
Yes,
to see, but how
that's
many
what
people
we
do
want to
that? How
see.
many people can do that? How many?
God,
How many
it's
people really
awful.
dribble? How many people really beat people 1v1 dribble?
It's
How many
hard
people are
now.
really doing that? People are scared
It's
of
hard
injuries
now.
too. So how many people?
Yeah.
Um,
You see Henri. You see several. I've watched several of his clips where he's complaining about the modern day winger.
the Nick just say Sunderland are a bigger club than Chelsea and Liverpool.
They must be a
Nick,
bigger club. Yes, they
what do you
must be a
mean?
bigger club. Thank you. He needs a bomb for that.
Man, that's funny.
Yes, they are doing. See, Kingsley, they come to the
Wow,
game
that's
and
crazy.
they are
Yeah.
not messing around. They need
Yeah,
to
they
score.
are a good
Score.
example of just pushing the ball forward, of
Play.
just we don't care. We're not going to do this passive out because see,
Oh
you
my
also have to
God.
consider that they know that they don't have those techie guys. So if I don't have the techie guys, I might as
Mm,
well just set up in a way where it's so difficult for you to score me. I'm protecting my
mm,
goal, kick the ball
mm.
long into your half,
Long into your
and
half, yeah.
physically fight you for that ball, win the first,
Mm.
win those
If you
first
don't
balls,
win
second
first,
balls,
win second.
win second, and see if I can, advance this ball in a way where I can put the ball at the back of the net and
Mm.
rely on
Yeah,
corners and everything. So it's just all part of the game. It's all part of football, right? You have guys like
yeah,
Vinicius complain. Everybody wants to be a tactical genius. Every coach wants to do something special, something.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I don't really care for it. SSB saying the number 10 is diminished. The wingers are now creative players. Nick is
yeah,
saying I like Klopp and Emery style. I think that's what Fox was saying. Klopp had his own style to be fair to him.
yeah,
That whole like
yeah.
high metal style of play of
That
like,
was new. That was
yeah.
not new, but that was just
Mm,
you could identify even from Dortmund. It was the same templates. From Dortmund, they had the same thing. When you watch, and that's what got us excited. That's what like I remember that Champions League. I think they were in two Champions League finals,
mm,
right? I remember where I was. I don't know where I was then. Maybe I was in uni, but we had to watch. You had to watch that game because you knew how Dortmund played. You
mm.
enjoyed it. You knew this was the way they were going to play, and they played that way. You can argue that they didn't win, but fair enough. They were both, but
It's
not
refreshing to
that we
watch.
have
Yeah.
a style of play where you spend like you have a 90 minutes game and 60 minutes of that is spent just between your three defenders. Your three defenders are having the most touch on the
I feel
pitch.
like
Like,
you're
what are
indirectly
we
trying to
doing?
tell us something. But let's move on
No,
to
I'm
to
not saying anything. I'm not saying.
you're
I'm just
indirectly
saying the
trying to
fact.
complain about your club.
No, no,
Let's
no, no,
talk
no.
about Aston
Don't
Villa
bring
and
my club.
let's
Yeah,
talk about
yeah,
Aston Villa and Arsenal. Let's analyze the style of play and their push
mm,
for and their current progress so far. So we all know
yeah.
Arsenal, they're topping the table, 42 points. Aston Villa, they are not so far from it. I think they have 39 points. So
3 points difference.
3 points is just a game,
42,
right? Three
39.
points, three
Yeah.
points difference. I think Arsenal's their next game. Arsenal's their
Yes.
next game. So
Ah.
what that says is if Villa
Mm,
beats Arsenal,
mm,
Villa climbs
mm.
Arsenal, basically.
Oh God, that
Right?
would be
If
Kingsley.
Villa beats Arsenal, Villa climbs Arsenal. If
Mm.
Arsenal draw Villa and City wins, City climb Arsenal.
And City miss Aston Villa.
And City miss
Eh,
Aston Villa.
so not Aston Villa,
So
Sunderland. I mean
Sunderland, yeah,
Sunderland.
Sunderland.
It's
Okay,
Sunderland.
you're
My
thinking about
bad.
the game there.
Mm,
Okay, so
mm,
we see how important that game is between Arsenal and Villa. It's actually a
mm.
very important game for Arsenal because
So
Villa
mm,
right now it seems like they're exceeding expectations. Right? If
people
they
are
go there
looking down on them.
if they go there and they
Mm.
lose, people will be
We're
like, ah,
joking.
yeah,
We're joking.
their lucky run has come to an end. Nobody really cares.
Mm,
Nobody's expecting much from them. But from
mm,
Arsenal, if they lose to Villa, it's like you guys are the title contenders. How are you
mm.
guys losing? How are you losing to Villa? So Ikena is saying Arsenal 4, Villa 1. Arsenal will play with so much ferocity. We all know what Arsenal is
Okay.
capable of. Okay, Ikena feels like Arsenal will win.
Ikena has always
Fox is
been.
saying Villa
Anyways,
win.
Ikena has always been
Ikena,
at like he
you might be
doesn't
an
believe.
undercover Arsenal fan. This Ikena, we need
He
to be
doesn't
finding
believe
this.
in Villa. No, he doesn't believe in Villa. He's waiting for their downfall. That's just it. He's waiting for their downfall. And what if he doesn't come? What if he
We
doesn't
we
come?
had this
Let
conversation when Villa were going to play Chelsea, and we're like,
yes, I said the
okay,
same
okay,
thing,
okay. Underestimated Villa.
right?
They won the game.
Boom.
They
They
won.
tackled Maresca. They tackled Maresca. Do you get Villa
Yeah,
are like, yes, they're wanting, they're like, like they're like a roach that does, roach, cockroaches. You knock them, they don't die. You have to keep knocking them till you sure they are
they just
dead.
have this
That's
never give up. I guess
that's it. And the funny
mentality
thing,
towards the game.
they had some first team people that were meant to
Mm.
play that Chelsea game on the bench.
Yeah,
Those guys, they played 30 minutes. They played 30 minutes. And some of their important people played 60. So you see what they've done? He's
he has
rotated.
rested them
That's
for
rotation.
Arsenal.
That's rotation. A
Rested
manager that
them.
has sense. A manager that has sense. Learn how to rotate. Learn how to rotate. The other manager will
Why you dropping
stand.
subliminals to
Learn how to
Maresca?
rotate. I didn't mention any name, Kingsley. I'm just saying it.
Okay,
That
okay,
is
okay.
rotation.
Mm-hmm.
5 people came off the bench.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them had 30, some of them had 15, but even McGinn had 60 minutes. 2 days' time, he'll be good to go. As now, he exhausted his old the Odegaard, he ran them down
Mm.
to just get that 2-1, and he was breathing at the final whistle.
Mm.
Villa is not going to be like Brighton. They are not. You're not going to score them 1-0 and you think they will go away. Even I will even argue that 2-0 is not enough to put them off. They can come back from 2-0.
They can end two. Actually,
Yeah,
the scoreline of, I think it was Nick that said two. Was it Nick that said 2-2? I think it was Nick that said 2-2. Yeah, that 2-2 scoreline is looking real. They could literally draw this
Kingsley.
game.
Exactly. And
This
I
game
see
could end
that.
in a draw.
Yes, I see that Arsenal scores 2 goals and they think, hey, all is done and dusted. What happens? Villa comes back. Comes back. Arteta will just collapse. We need medical people on that day. The
But we
medical
also need
people
to consider, anyways. We also need to.
consider one.
It's tough. It's tough. It's tough. It's tough. Because in my mind, I was thinking, you think about Chelsea's midfield. Your midfield is actually really good, and they were still able to cut through that midfield, right?
Kingsley,
So I'm
we
like, is it
lost
the
because of
Arsenal
our
midfield that will
our
stop
manager.
them?
Our
I don't
manager
know.
is bad. So
Say if it's 2-2, that means two own goals for Villa. I still think that
my
this game,
days.
if it ends up being 2-2, is still a bad result for Arsenal. I think that if a draw will feel
Terrible.
like a loss. A
Hmm.
draw will feel like a loss, especially in this close race. This close
Yes.
race with City. I think City could win their next game.
So away to Sunderland, they will drop points.
I think they can.
Instantly, okay, let me think of
I think they actually
away
can.
to Sunderland. If they beat Sunderland away,
That's it.
City will
It,
win
sho-
this title. There's no
it shows you.
stopping
It
them.
shows you how dangerous that is. It shows you how
Yeah,
dangerous their
because
move is if they beat Sunderland.
Arsenal went there and they could not win.
They drew.
But I don't think City will. No, City will not escape. They escaped the Nottingham Forest one. They won't escape. They won't escape Sunderland. I don't think so. They won't. They won't.
Why are you hyping? Okay, I'm not. I know that you're hyping Sunderland. I know what they're
No,
capable
but
of, but why are you taking it from that angle? You don't think they have the quality to beat Sunderland?
Ainsley, let me tell you the script of ABUC. I'm doing a Nollywood movie, but the script of Sunderland cities. Sunderland sit back, give City the ball, they absorb all the pressure, and any chance they get, they would go forward and they would score. They would score. They don't mess about. They're not going to be passing at the back. Oh, pass to this, pass to that, pass in the midfield. No, 3 passes and they're in City's final third. That's what they're going to
Mm.
do. You saw the way Nottingham Forest played City. They struggled. They had just one strike. Ruben Diaz and Gadio could not hold one striker. They could not. And this they are going to be going against who? Isidore. Oh my God.
You don't feel like this AFCON would also affect them because they don't have
AFCON has,
Ronaldo. They don't have
it has not. It has.
Ronaldo. They don't have
Uh-huh.
like some. They are missing like I think 4 starters. You don't think those
Four.
those yeah they're missing like
The
four
last time
starters. You
I
don't think
saw
this will
them,
affect them?
I still saw some African players playing. I don't know if those ones are not going to AFCON.
I
See
feel like
some
it could.
some
I
guys
feel the
playing.
AFCON could affect them a little bit. If you're telling me the full
Instantly, have
Sunderland
they
squad with
lost?
the other guys
Okay.
since
Question for you.
AFCON.
Have they lost since AFCON started?
Okay,
No, they haven't.
that's verifiable,
Check. Let's
right?
check. Has
What are
Sutherland
their
lost
last
since
two
AFCON
games? They
started?
drew Brighton
And they drew Leeds.
and they drew Leeds. Yeah,
They're consistent with that draw.
but it's
And they
Brighton
can
and
get
Leeds. It's Brighton and Leeds. That's a
Kingsley.
different situation from City. You
You
need to
know why?
also you need to also
In fact,
consider the
those
quality City they are coming with.
I know, but those ones is different. I look at it being different because those guys, I watched Sunderland Leeds today. They were not defending. It was like playing each other. Do you get what I'm saying? But cities, they are not going to do that with City. They are not. They are not. That's my thinking, anyways. It says
Yes,
Sunderland can't
Sunderland can't
win
win
without
without
AFCON
AFCON
players
players
in
in
two
two.
winnable. But we'll
Because this
see.
Leeds
We'll
game, they could
see.
have won. They could have won this Leeds game, right? Don't you think?
Calvert Lewin was just says Cavatinho, according to Foxy. Cavatinho. Oh my days, that's funny.
Oh man, okay, that's crazy. But let's examine the possibilities. Aston Villa
Mm.
win.
Oh
What
God,
happens?
Kingsley, don't. I'll be. God,
Aston Villa win. What happens? Aston
devas,
Villa win
devas,
Arsenal. What happens?
devastation,
How are we feeling about that? Are you guys now?
devas.
Are you guys now taking Villa serious in this title race if they beat
I've
Arsenal?
started Kingsley. I started taking
Because if they
Villa
beat them,
serious
if they beat them serious.
days before they beat me. Ikena has been saying, "Oh no, don't take them serious. They will come and go." Brothers and sisters, these guys are not going anywhere. They just beat me. Do you
Mhm.
get what I'm saying? They are moving on to Arsenal. If they take points off Arsenal, win or draw, we should really take them serious. Because the problem is the fear factor. When you play a team, now they've built enough. To me, they've built enough fear factor. It's a bank, right? Now, City are building their own fear factor. Arsenal are losing their own fear factor. You
Mm.
remember the first 10, 11 games? Arsenal was building that fear factor. Everybody was like, oh my God, they're going to score from set piece. They're going to score from set piece. When they came to Stamford Bridge, what happened? We poured cold water on their set piece antics. Since then, their set piece has
They
not
have not
really.
really been scared.
You can argue that Gabriel has not been there, but at the same time, people are not so scared. Before it was like one set piece. Oh, they're having a set piece, they've scored. Do you get what I'm saying? But now it's like Arsenal having a set piece. Let's see what happens. So Arsenal is gradually losing. To me, I feel they are losing that fear factor. City is getting their fear factor back, and Aston Villa. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Teams now, from your thinking, teams generally, would you think they are more afraid to meet Aston Villa or Man City? Would you think they are more scared to meet?
Based on if it's based on recent
I would
winnings,
say Aston Villa.
if it's based
People,
on
they are,
recent winnings, yes.
people are more scared to meet Aston
But
Villa
in
because they
general,
know that
who wouldn't be scared to meet City?
everybody is scared to meet City.
Because
Now,
you're going against Erling
yeah,
Haaland.
yeah,
You're going against a
yeah.
striker
It's
that looks like
Haaland that everybody
strong.
is mainly scared of. Do you
But he's
get that
not
fear
the team.
factor from him? Yeah, true.
Interesting. Arsenal
To be
beat
back,
Aston Villa
then that's good. That's good
for
because
Arsenal in terms of
it puts
the title
yes,
push.
and it puts pressure. And I have a thinking. I've been thinking about it. I said, if Arsenal can hold on
Mhm.
December, January, don't break, don't falter. Do you get what I'm saying? Again, I say Liverpool forgets their fear factor in the dressing room before they come out.
There's no fear
Liverpool
factor,
now,
bro.
there's no fear factor.
We after they beat you, after a team comes and beats you like 3-1, 4-1 in your house, fear what? The
It
amount of
was even Wolves.
disrespect,
Yes,
bro.
yesterday that
Even
was
Wolves are not even
dragging
scared
with
of
you
us.
people. They were dragging with you
Bottom
people.
of the table Wolves. We
Ah,
are looking for
God,
final whistle, bottom of the table
God,
Wolves.
God,
That's how bad we have. In fact, your rating our fear factor is like -10. That's how bad the fear
God,
factor is.
it's
Wolves,
terrible.
bottom of the table Wolves are scared. Can they blow this whistle? Can they blow this whistle? Let's end this game.
Oh my, let's end this game. Foxy
Crazy.
saying I'm scared of Burnley. That's how bad it is. How Newcastle fans are traumatized now.
Newcastle,
Why?
no fear factor, nothing.
Oh my
Nothing. Nothing
God,
for
it's
them.
gone.
It's crazy. But I get what you mean by that fear factor. That's actually an interesting take. So Arsenal beats Villa. I think that gives them more cushion for error. You get what I'm saying? Depending
Give
on
them
how
cushion,
depending on how
but it
City
puts
play,
pressure. It
right?
puts pressure on Man City when they go, and that could make them lose. And no, not really. You can't really say they will lose or not. You can't really say that because it's who turns up on the day,
I still
right?
strongly believe that City will beat Sunderland. I still strongly believe that. I know
Anything can
some people
happen.
might know you might be rating them highly, but I still
Oh
strongly
my
believe that
God.
City beats Sunderland. But I get what you're saying because
Mm,
Arsenal play on Tuesday, City they play
yeah,
on
Thursday,
Arsenal play on Tuesday, City play on Thursday.
Thursday.
Arsenal beat
Yeah,
Villa. I think is now City your next. Let's see what you
City
do.
because
Right. City,
Man City has played twice
mhm,
ahead of Arsenal, and has been so much pressure on
yeah.
Arsenal, heightened pressure. So now the coin is going to be flipped now. Arsenal goes for City, you're next.
But I also have to argue that there's also pressure in the in if the reverse is the case. Arsenal losing to Villa, City, you
Oh
have to
my
win.
God.
You have to win.
That can even make them bottle it.
Exactly. But anyways, they have the. I don't think they'll bottle it. I mean, it's City. It's City. I know we're rating Sunderland highly, but I mean, it's City.
Teams
That's what I think.
teams like teams rating a bit more maybe than I should. Aston Villa and Sunderland. I watched Sunderland today. I think they are a decent side. They finish in top eight.
You think they stay
They
up?
can't for sure they stay up, except maybe their manager dies and few players die. That's the only
I
way they
don't
are
wish
going
that.
down.
I don't
We
wish
don't
that.
wish
Though.
that. We don't.
Yeah.
So I'm just telling you the odds, right? So, but I don't
Mm.
wish that. So I
But
think
it's
they stay
football.
up.
Anything can happen in terms of points. They could lose a
Yeah,
few
yeah,
games
yeah.
after them.
And
But
and now
yeah.
you see a case of even West Ham not doing anything. Nuno is trying all his best. He's trying all his best. Like it feels like he sucked out the best out of those players. Nothing
Yeah,
is
I
coming
think
again.
West Ham,
The
their defense
barrel
will
is
go
dry.
down if
Yeah.
they are not
So
careful. Wow, that's crazy. Foxy saying I would take 4 or 5 Wolves players to be starters at Newcastle. Which 4 or 5 Wolves players would you take?
for
Which four
Newcastle,
five?
I
Which
did,
4 or 5 Wolves players would you take to be starters? What are those people?
but I don't think it's
Strand
that
last.
bad. I don't think no. I don't think you should
One
wish that on
Chan.
yourself. No, no,
What are the
absolutely
four
not. Maybe
five?
the striker. Maybe just the striker. Their keeper is awful. Both keepers are
Justiça.
awful. Both keepers are awful. They are bad. We can even give them this second keeper. Maybe we can help them.
But this guy is a good player though. What's his name? Arias. Is it Arias? That's his name. Arias.
Arias is good.
I think
Arias is
Arias is not
good.
too bad.
He's not too bad. He can make the
But
bench.
still,
After
squad.
I have
Yeah.
Gittins on my team, so
I
he
think he
can
can
make my
be
bench.
on the but he's not on the bench at Wolves. Does he start games?
He's at the bench. I don't know why. I don't know. I don't understand it. He's on the bench
Yeah,
for
Foxy.
Wolves.
I don't
Yeah.
know which 4 or 5 players are you talking about because I don't know what
I
you're
think
talking
there's
about.
Strand certainly can play for Newcastle. He's good enough.
Mm.
Arias is good enough. There's this other guy that is short too.
Joao Gomez, Andre and Joao
Is it
Gomez.
there's
Isn't a great keeper,
Andre too. Andre,
but
okay,
better than
Andre too.
ours. Arias
Yeah,
is a
yeah,
talent, but yeah,
yeah,
but not even getting a chance. I see what you're
yeah.
saying.
Andre is good. Andre
Arias
is
is not
good.
too bad. Arias is not too bad
Yeah.
actually. I watched him during the Club World Cup. It was actually decent. I think
He said
he came
Jose
from
Sa is better
Is
than
it
your keeper.
Fluminense he came from? Arias came from is it
No,
Fluminense?
Botafogo. I think it's
Botafogo.
Botafogo.
Was it
Yeah,
Botafogo?
yeah. But you know,
Hmm.
John Victor is now the keeper of Nottingham Forest. I was so happy for him. Like when he made one save, he was jumped and said, "Brother, better stay. They will still score you. They will still score. This
But he's
rejoicing you are
happy
doing,
now. He's happy.
they
He's
will still
happy.
score." He made one save. He's forgetting that this is the Premier League. Hmm. Brother, he said, "I really like the young lad, Matthias Mane. Oh, I know that guy too is good. He's good.
Is Fluminense that Arias came from? Not Botafogo.
Fluminense. I
Yeah.
thought it's Botafogo. Then it's John Victor that came from Botafogo. Where did John Victor come from? Maybe Arias is Fluminense legend. He's a Fluminense legend. He was the most underrated player in the Brazil in the last season. Wow, that's crazy, crazy. But I don't know. Arteta, I just feel like like I didn't like the way he
John
was
Victor is Botafogo, yeah.
Botafogo, the way he was panicking against Brighton. Hmm. Hey, I think Arsenal match is happening the same time as my match. Let me see. Okay, it's happening 45 minutes. Because I would have loved to just watch the Arsenal game and not watch my game because there's no point. Do you get what I'm saying?
There's
We
no
don't
point
have
to
a
watching your
manager.
game because of what?
We don't have a manager now. We don't have a manager. We simply don't have a manager.
Okay, let's get into the conversation of Chelsea's manager and Maresca, and then we'll wrap up the stream with AFCON conversation. Okay, let's talk about Maresca. Maresca has to go. What is your issue with Maresca? Aside the starting lineup, the selections and the rotations, what other problem do you have with Maresca?
The question you should be asking: what problem do I not have with Maresca?
Yes, I'm just saying we understand the starting lineup selections. We understand the rotation
Think,
issue from
I
game
think
to
for
game.
me, I think for
Some
me,
in-game decisions are kind of poor, but aside those things, what other
mhm,
issues do you have with him?
I think the big issue I have with him currently is two sides. There's two sides of the coin. You can argue, okay, does he have does he have the talents or people he has at his disposal now? Are we worse off than last season? Do you get? So that's one other side of the coin. No need to turn that, right? Because that's not his fault. But you can also argue that he's not. How do I say it now? He's a manager that is good. He's learning. He's obvious that he's learning. But I don't know. I just feel like he's overrating himself. I just feel like
How is he
he
overrating
should
himself?
he should he should put his head down and just do the job. Now you saw when he won it. Yes, I know why I say that. He won against Everton. He comes out, this has been my worst conversation in 40. Do you get what I'm saying? All those things are not good. Keep your head down and do the job. And feedback is like when you make a mistake, learn from it. Don't keep doing the same thing over and over again and you think you're the world best manager. No.
What are the things he's
Yeah,
doing?
we've mentioned it on this slide. There are so many things he keeps doing. He keeps doing the same thing over and over again and is expecting a different result. Do you get what I'm saying? You know your best two center backs. Those are the people that have given us 6 or 5 clean sheets playing together. People will say, "Oh, we've lost games with Fafana." This. But how many games have we lost with Fafana compared to the ones we've lost without those pairing? I'm talking of the pairing of two of them,
So it
not just
still goes back to the selection issue with Maresca then.
selection is a problem. But I think for my another issue I have with him, I think, is he's focused on the next game more than the game he has at hand. It's just so obvious.
Mhm.
Do you get what I'm saying? You have to finish the job at hand before you think about, oh, I have to bring out this player because he doesn't have game time or all this kind of thing. You've not won the game you have. You've not settled it. Then why are you thinking of the next one? Are you sure you'll be the manager in the next game? There's no assurance. That's my thinking. That's where I think. You're not sure you'll be the manager for the next game. Why don't you win this one or get a decent result? At least that guarantees your job and reduces the pressure. But when you're already thinking of the next game, oh, Kopama needs to come off 70 minutes. Kopama can play. Give him 90 minutes if you need be. Give him 90 minutes. And I'm
So
sure
what?
like in the last game, Aston Villa would have been very happy that we're taking off Kopama because that's a wild
But
card that
I honestly don't want to get back into that game. But to be honest, Kopama was not doing anything in that game. If I'm going to be honest with you, like
he wasn't
ah,
he
yeah, like
wasn't
we're back talking
he,
about Chelsea
he was
again.
he wasn't doing anything in that
I'm not.
game.
He was
But
not.
that
I
said,
know. Okay,
he can produce something. He can.
why wait? To me, I see the point of removing Copan because why hedge your bet on a player that is returning back to full fitness by keeping that player 90 minutes, right? In a game where you feel like you have other people on the squad, you can bring people from the bench and expect them to do better and do something. And he did bring somebody from the bench, right? So
Who did he bring
he
from the bench?
it doesn't really. Hindsight is 2020, right? It doesn't really matter at the end of the day
We've
because
been we've
the
been
squad will
having
not
this
make sense. We've had that
this
conversation,
we've
but
been
I
having
want to
this
get back to the.
hindsight
I want
with
to get back to the
Maresca.
point of this Maresca conversation.
Achimpong
Aside
wants to
the,
leave.
in
Achimpong
addition,
wants to leave. There are so many
okay,
players that want to go.
okay.
They're
In
not giving
addition
them
to
game
the,
time.
in
What's the
addition to
point?
the, fair enough. He is trusting some people and not trusting some people. So in addition
George
to the,
is not even playing. George is not playing. George is better than Gittins. Why is he not playing?
fair,
Yes.
fair.
Why is he not playing? George is better than Gittins. George is not even making the squad. And Gittins is making the squad. Like, is that not the manager? I don't get. Is that not the manager's domain?
Yeah. So it's
You
still the
choose
team.
your
It's still
best
the
players.
selections, right?
If Gittins is not good enough, he's not to everybody can see it. Are you the only person that is blind? That what are you guys seeing in him that we are not seeing?
Okay.
What are you seeing in him? And because of him, other people don't have opportunities because that's what's happening. You pick. There are so many games I've complained that you pick Gittins, you give him full 90 minutes, 60 minutes, but Estaval that needs game time. No, if Estaval wakes up tomorrow and says he wants to leave Chelsea, I won't blame him. I won't blame him because how many games has he played since he came? We can argue that he's 18 years old, but someone that was a starter even where he came from. At least this brother should be playing, even if it's 30 minutes in a game. He should be coming on. Give him a run. He's
Okay.
young.
I
That's
understand
the
all
only
that.
way. That's the only way he would get better. Achimpong is just left to die on the bench. But you choose to play Badiashile and all these people
He
that
has played.
are
I know
not,
he's not
you
giving
are not
Achimpong a lot of game time, but he has given Achimpong some game time. The Liverpool game he
how
played.
many.
Achimpong played
And
the
did he play?
Liverpool game. That
He
was an
played well.
important game.
Yes. Yeah.
So let's
And
let's.
he
I
played
know you don't like the
Achimpong.
selections,
He
but
played Achimpong because he had no choice.
okay. I know
Yes.
you don't like the selections, but aside the selections, because we've had this conversation before, aside the selections, the in-game subs, and the
Mm.
rotations that happen from competition to competition, is there any other thing that you don't like
That's
about
that's
Maresca?
that's typically the role of the manager you just explained.
No, but aside that, is there any other thing?
Which
Maybe
other one?
tactically, the
Which
way
other?
you play.
Which
Like
other?
there are more things that a manager does apart from just selecting the team, apart from just rotating
Tactically,
the squad. Rotating squad and
since
selecting
we
the
only
team, you
have.
can combine that the two of
I know,
them,
but
team
we only have
selections
one. We
and
only have
in-game
one.
subs.
We have one main
So are
tactics
you?
now.
So do you like the tactics that
As
your
a man,
team plays? Do you
as
like?
a manager,
You dropped
we have one
subliminals
main
throughout
tactic.
this stream about you guys passing at the back, passing at
Eh,
the
but
back. So you don't
that's
have
the
a
major
problem with
thing
that.
we do. I have big problem with that.
And
That's
that's
the
what
main
I'm
thing we
asking
do.
you.
That's the main. That's the only tactics we have. We are better as a team. I feel that we are better when we don't do that nonsense. Play direct. Let Sanchez find the wingers. If he can't find the wingers, fine. Let it be a throw in. And let's move the ball forward. If he finds the wing guys, an opportunity to attack. We are more dangerous when those wing guys wide, they get the ball. Even if they don't progress it, the ball is going into midfield and they are finding people. But not the one that Dara, we're never happy. We're never happy because we spent 2 billion. And
I
this
just
is the crap
wonder.
we get to
Do you know? Do
watch.
you know? I have two
Yes,
questions. I have two questions.
you guys have
You,
not really spent money. Yes, yes,
I have
Kingsley.
to wait. I
We
have
spent
two
two
questions.
billion.
I understand you spent a lot of money. I have two
Yeah, and this is what
questions.
we are getting.
The two questions I have is the first one is
Mm,
would you still be feeling this way, having the same
mm,
conversation if you guys did not lose to Villa? And also my next question is if Maresca goes, who do you want to be your next coach? Who do you think can get the job done? Those are the two things I really want to know. Let's start with the first
Kingsley,
question.
you
First
the
question,
first question,
yeah.
Rick. Even if we
If you
won,
guys did not
even this,
lose, how would you have
yes.
felt?
So this December,
Mm,
even when we won, I still had the same mood. When I've come
okay.
on this life and complained, and
It
maybe
made
you
the
say, "Oh,
subs, you
let's
guys
just
won.
take it.
Hmm.
Let's take it. Let's go. We won." But I'm like, no, there are deeper issues that we're not seeing here. That people are. We can't say you get one win, then we cover up the cracks. The cracks are still there,
Hmm.
right?
Hmm.
The cracks are still there. It's still the same
Yeah.
old one tactics that we have. Passing at the back, passing between the defenders. They, they get scared. They put it back, passing between the. That's what we have 70 something% possession. We have high possession, but most of them is in our half. That possession is not good. That's not good possession. In those times when we watch football, when you have teams like Man City, Barcelona having possession, they're having the possession in front of your box. That's what we want. That's the type of possession we want. Even when we had them, Frank Lampard was our coach. I'm not saying Frank Lampard is decent, but even then, when we had Frank Lampard, we had people from our youth team playing. When we had possession, we didn't have possession in our box. We had possession in the opposition's half. Do you get what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, every time a manager goes five at the back against Maresca, we hardly win. I don't think we've won a game. We've not won a game of football where the other team plays five at the back.
Okay.
It's ridiculous, but I can go back, maybe pull up start. We've never won any game.
Okay.
Even if
So
we've won maybe one or two, but I don't think we've won any game that a manager has. Just go five at the back against Maresca. You have a better chance of getting a result. So you look at, apart from in-game management, and all these subs, rotation. He's caring more about the games after in the future than the
Mhm.
game at present. Do you
Yeah.
get? If it's that
Ma-
you
Mhm.
you 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 come into the game, you have planned changes already
Mhm.
at 60 something, or those people coming,
Mhm.
that's fine. You will know that you are rotating. But
Mhm.
not that you wait. You see the problem, you know they are going to score you, because me, I can
Mhm.
see it from my TV. Then you in front of you can't see that they're about to score you. You know, you just have that feeling. When the thing is changing, managers, I don't know, modern day managers, I don't know. Like, you know when that script is turning. Teams will always have when they're on top. The other team is on top. Make a change. Do you get? Say name one manager that hasn't struggled at times this season. A lot of managers see. My own issue is that apart from struggling, learn from your mistakes.
So who is the manager you want to take over Maresca? That's the next question. That's the last question
Yes,
I have.
as I am,
If he
I
goes,
don't
who do
I,
you want?
I don't trust these owners to appoint anybody good.
No,
So
let's say hypothetically you
you
can
know
make that
they
decision
are not,
as a fan.
rumors came out of the club today
Mm-hmm.
that these owners that we have, they are not interested in appointing a top manager. They are not going to do that. So even an example is, even if PSG's manager was available, they will not go for him. After all, he came for the job first time. He came for the job first time. No, they say he's not good enough. We gave it to Pochettino. Pochettino. He said, name one manager that hasn't struggled at times this season in the Premier League. Answer this question, please.
Yeah. Who hasn't
There's no
struggled?
there's
All
no
everybody,
manager
even
that has not struggled.
Emery has struggled. Emery struggled the
He
beginning of the
struggled.
season,
So
and
look at it.
things
He struggled.
balanced,
Thank you. He
and his
struggled.
squad
He
struggled.
struggled. He struggled at the beginning of. You just said he
No,
struggled
but
at the
but
beginning of the
it's the
season.
same. It's the
But
same thing
but
Dara is
this
saying. Like, name one
what
manager
is
that has
the
not
difference?
struggled.
What is the difference?
But
He's clearly changed. He's
and
changed
you
and he's
guys are
learned
top.
from
You guys
those
are top
games.
five. You guys are top five. You
That's
guys are still
garbage. When you
close.
see that, no,
I don't
I don't
understand. You
accept.
guys are the only reason why you
For,
guys are not top four
for
is
the
Aston
talent
Villa
we have,
performing better on a winning run. But aside
that's not the
Villa,
reason.
that's the
Kingsley,
reason. They're
I
the
will
only
tell you.
off
I
team
will.
in that
I will tell you,
top four. They're the only offset team in that top four. It's not.
Kingsley.
It's not on.
At
Okay,
this
answer this.
stage of the
Answer.
season,
I
at this
understand,
stage
but
of the season
answer
last
this.
year,
Answer this.
right?
Arsenal, City, Aston Villa, Arsenal, City, Aston Villa, Liverpool. Out of those
Mm.
four teams, what
Mm.
looks weird in those four teams? Who should not be in top four? Who will you not expect to be in top four? Villa.
Chelsea,
I
not
never mentioned
Villa.
Chelsea. You
I
guys are
I expect
literally
them.
number
I
five.
expect them to, with what the way they are doing. Even last season, we couldn't have even finished in gone to Champions League.
This is match week 18. There's still
Yes,
a lot more games to be
Kingsley.
played.
Last season, I look at progress from last season. This time last season, we have less points now than we had last season. Is that progress? No.
But
Part
at the
of
end
the
of the day,
issue
people
is
in the
Maresca. Part of the issue is from the owners. Do you get what I'm saying? That's just it. Because everybody, we're just wondering, like, you bought, and the thing that is irritating us, Maresca, it feels like Maresca is trying to make us angry intentionally.
so who do you want?
He does it. He does it when he brings all these gittins. You see the whole crowd in Stamford be like quiet, like gittins. You see it. You feel that energy. Estavo is coming on. Estavo is coming on, and if the whole Stamford Bridge is excited, then why don't you bring this guy on early? Because the more when a player is coming on that makes the fans excited, it's a different mood in the
Hang on,
stadium.
you're still
We
complaining
are
about the
bringing in.
same thing. You're still complaining
I'm
about
I'm
the
just fed
same
up. I'm
thing.
fed up
I'm
of
just
this
trying to.
manager. There's
I
no need
know you're
talking
still
about
complaining
it.
about the same thing, but you still not answer my question. If
Mm.
Maresca goes, hypothetically, let's forget what the owners want, what the owners are going to do with in terms of their policy of not signing a top manager. If you could have a manager that you feel with these guys will come in and do a better job, who do you think will come in and do a better job than Maresca? Which manager? Any manager that you think
Kingsley,
will do a better
Kingsley.
job?
I'll just
Any manager.
he said I'm sure Andy said he wanted. No, I don't want Postecoglou. No, I'll lose my mind in the first
So you
two
don't. So
weeks.
no
No,
Postecoglou. So who do you want?
obviously. He said, I respect your passion, but you are not answering the question. What
Your
question is
The question
what
is the same
question?
question I've been
Oh, who
asking
do
you.
you
Who
want?
do you
Okay, who
want?
do you want?
Yeah. You've been dancing around this question.
Okay, okay. If
What do you
I'm to pick
want?
someone, if I'm
Yes.
to pick someone, I would say
Mm.
PSG's manager.
Of course.
I want him in the
Enrique.
Premier League. I want him in the Premier League. I want him in the Premier League, right?
So you think
Enrique.
Enrique comes to the Prem,
Mm.
Enrique handles the squad, things will improve with your squad. You will not complain
It,
about
it will
Enrique.
improve. It will improve a bit, but we'll still have garbage as players. Some of them will still be garbage. So the owners are still there.
Since Andy also said last week, he wanted Sunday only say as manager.
Come on, Foxy. That one will get
You know
relegated
the funny
for
thing, like
sure.
I'm just trying to tell you,
Well,
like I still don't believe if Enrique comes, things will just be a walk in the park. Enrique is in
that's
the
what
French
I'm
league,
saying.
right?
That's what I'm
Is a
saying. But
to me,
apart
to be
from that,
honest, to me, is in Farmers League, and it's still in that Farmers League. If you check
Farmers League
some
boy
games that he's
is
supposed
still
to be winning,
he
he
struggled.
doesn't win those games. But if you come to the Premier League, what's the guarantee that it will translate? Yes, he did something very impressive with PSG. I'm not putting out any of the achievements. They won best team, I think, in the Ballon d'Or, best manager, world best manager in the Globe Soccer Awards. I give him all the
Mm,
credit. He's a top manager, right? If he
mm,
does decide to leave PSG, a lot of clubs will want to come for him. There's no club that won't want him, right? So, but there's no guarantee. There is no
mm.
guarantee that Enrique comes to Chelsea. Enrique, yes, maybe he might
Basically,
get team selection right. Yes, maybe he might get some
I would say
in-game
this.
decisions
I will,
right. But what's the
yes,
guarantee that you
I would
guys will
say
still
this
be
thing.
performing at the level you
I will,
expect?
I will, I will say, there's no guarantees. Do you get? I will say this thing. Check the table right now. We are on the same points as Manchester United. No offense, but we've spent more money. We have a better. Amorin is
They're
just
in
getting
multiple
by with those. No, no,
competitions.
no. Apart
Amorim,
from that,
Amorim is
Amorin
not
is
in multiple
getting by.
competitions.
Kingsley, Amorin is getting by with the people he has.
Okay, fair.
Yes, he doesn't. To me, Amorin has not been given. He's not been given the kind of squad that Maresca has.
Mm-hmm.
He's given the type of squad that Maresca has. He will do it. He in Man U currently, he will do better than he's doing. People might even argue that he's a one-sided manager, but of recently, he's.
Will you take Amorim as your manager?
I won't take Amorim because I don't even
Why?
trust him. Kingsley, I'm not willing to risk that. I
You
beg
literally
you.
say Amorim is in just like your current manager. The same point. What
That's
happens if you swap? You say he's doing the same as
I
your
don't
manager with
know.
with with,
I'm
with
not
a
see.
less with a poorer squad. So what's the
See,
guarantee that with your
yes,
good squad you won't do
he's
better?
doing he's doing that with a poorer squad, yes, but there are
Yeah.
no guys. See, if I'm not sure, it's better I just stick with the devil I know. If I'm not sure, I stick with the devil I know. Right? He said, as a long life supporter of a long life Liverpool
Liverpool
supporter,
fan.
I'm much more entitled to be disappointed than any Chelsea fan. True, true.
If I'm going to give my honest opinion on this, I
Do you
feel
think
like
we should stick with Maresca?
I'm not saying you should stick with Maresca. I did not say that.
Our money,
I just want
our
to give a
before
reality
you
check.
say
Like good
before you say your
managers are
point,
scarce. I feel.
good man. So Maresca, okay, is Maresca a good manager? Yes.
I think Maresca is a good manager. I
Is it?
think Maresca
Yes.
makes mistakes. I think Maresca sometimes overthinks
is he learning from his previous mistakes?
to an extent. I think
And the
he
way
is.
he's not. You
To an
think so, but
extent,
he's
no,
not.
to an extent, because you look at the Arsenal game. You guys had the red card in the Arsenal game. You did not lose the game. You did not
Arsenal
lose.
didn't push. Arsenal didn't push for the win. Arteta was just a scared baby
So
in that game.
no credit to Chelsea at all for maintaining the scoreline with 10 men. No
Credit
credit.
to the players, not to the manager. To the
This is a
players,
season
they
where you
did
guys have
their job.
gotten red card
Which
here and there.
person's fault is that?
I haven't seen the
Indiscipline.
manager's fault.
Our manager currently has been suspended twice. Is there any manager in the league that has been suspended twice? I don't know. Maybe you guys can remind me. Is there any manager in the league that has been suspended twice for indiscipline?
You think if Enrique comes as your manager, I think Enrique might not be suspended. Enrique
He
too
looks
is
like someone that's indisciplined. He looks like
wild.
someone that's
Enrique
indisciplined.
is not crazy
Yeah,
in his head.
yeah.
Like I just think he's always greener on the other side. That's how I feel. He's always greener on the other side. I think
You know
Maresca
what
has
I
some,
think?
and
You know what? You know what
if he
I
cannot
think?
get to
Legit.
the level you expect, then sure he
You
should
know
go. But
you know
letting
what
the
I
next
think?
person just as is a very difficult decision to make. That's just all I'm trying to
It
say.
is.
It's a very
So
difficult decision to make.
what I think is let's suffer with this brother for the second season. Let's suffer with him. He has 5 years. Let's suffer with him in the third season. Let's see. We would endure. There's no point. Let's endure. But by the third season, Kingsley, you've had you by the third season, you've had two complete seasons. We'll be able to see if this guy has really made progress, if he's really learnt. Do you get what I'm saying? And by
Yeah.
the third season, if he's still doing the same rookie stuff he did in his first season, then there's no point. Do you get what I'm saying? There's no point. So that's just it.
All right. Let's move the conversation over to the AFCON. Unless there's any final things you want to say on this
Please,
Maresca
let's
issue.
not. If we talk about Maresca, it can be for the whole hour. You know
All right,
me
guys. Let's change the conversation over to the AFCON. Let's talk
in
about
the
some
conversation.
score lines that we saw today in the AFCON. Gabon played Mozambique. The scoreline ended up 3-2. Mozambique won Gabon. Equatorial
Mm.
Guinea, Sudan. Sudan won 1-0, beat Equatorial Guinea. Algeria, Burkina Faso. Algeria beat Burkina Faso 1-0. Cote d'Ivoire, Cameroon 1-1. I like the goal from the Ahmad's goal. Diallo's goal was actually really nice for Cote d'Ivoire.
Mm, mm.
That was the game I know they were hoping to win Cote d'Ivoire, but Cameroon, I don't even know if it was a lucky strike or a lucky goal, but he ended up going into the net, and that tied the game 1-1. Mozambique
Mm.
Gabon was a game of goals. As you can see, 3-2 goes back and
Yeah.
forth. Good game. Let's check what the groups are looking like so far to see what the standings in the groups are looking like. For Cote d'Ivoire, they are topping that group, but they share points with Cameroon 4-4, Mozambique 3 points, and Gabon 0 points. Right now it's looking like maybe Cote d'Ivoire, Cameroon leave the group. It's a tough group, anyways. Cote d'Ivoire, Cameroon, Mozambique.
Mm.
Tough group for Gabon to be part of. Um, let's see. Third place team, in terms of third place teams, Mozambique, they are leading in terms of third place team. Mozambique, Benin, Sudan, and Zambia, they seem to be the
Mm.
best performing in third place.
Top place teams.
Algeria, they are topping the group with 6 points. Burkina Faso, 3 points.
Mm.
They are second in 3 points, and Sudan, they are third with 3 points as well. Algeria, Burkina Faso, I think they leave that group. I think they leave that group for sure. But yeah, that's what it's looking like right now. That's what it's looking like right now. Let's see how the next couple games go.
I think I'm
Um,
waiting. I'm waiting for the knockout stage. That's where I'll really
I
be
think that's when
fully
most
focused
people will
on
get
AFCON. Yeah.
excited. The
For
knockout
now,
stage.
let the chaff and the wheat be separated. There's people that are not serious. Let them go, and people that are serious. It
Yeah.
says they are in the AFCON, right?
Yeah. DR Congo are in the
Yeah,
AFCON.
they are.
Yeah.
They are.
DR Congo, they are in the same group D with Senegal, Benin, and Botswana. Benin
They are
Republic and
second,
Botswana.
right?
They are second on that. They are second on the in the group, right? So I think they leave that group too. I think they leave the group with Senegal. That's what I think. That's my own
Yeah.
theory.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fox is saying football fans are impatient. They want everything now, now, now. Same club that are world champions, shameful fan base. Maresca would be angry but disappointed.
But Foxy, no. Let's address Foxy's comment.
No, 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 no.
No, no,
Let's not
let
get to a
no,
whole
no, let
a whole
no,
Chelsea
no, no, no,
conversation
no, no. We're not getting
in a,
into.
in a few words or less.
Addressing.
Okay,
We're addressing the
okay,
context, right?
okay.
Kingsley, in
Mm-hmm,
football generally,
mm-hmm,
we can remember what you did yesterday,
mm-hmm.
but what we are concerned about is what are you doing now? That's
Yeah.
the game. You're as good as how do I say it? You're as good as your last game. Do you get? Club
Mm,
World Cup has gone. You have to put that aside, move on. Try to, what are your goals for the season? Try to finish in the Champions League if that are your goals, or you want to go to Europa, whatever you want to do. You can't say because you won Club World Cup and you won this, therefore
mm,
I must stop. You can't say because you won a Club World Cup, then
mm,
throughout the season we should be garbage and you give us nonsense. No, we're not going
mm.
to accept that. Football and manager in the Premier League, being in the Premier League at the highest level, you are on your toes every single week.
Yeah.
Every single week, even with what Guardiola has achieved, you still see him rubbing his head. he's agitated, he's doing this, he's doing that. Every single game you see him, he's still on his toes, even with what he
Mm.
has achieved. He's won 4 Premier League, he's won this, he's won that. He's still on his toes. And he understands the nature of the job. Every single time he'll come and say, "Oh, if I don't do well, they will sack me." But he doesn't say that because he's just saying it casually. No, that's the way the sport is. You need to keep going, and that's why Klopp left. Because at the end of the day, look at Klopp. He didn't have that energy, and there's no point because he too understood that it's not about the history. He's created history with Liverpool, but he won't want to mess up that history with what the results he churns in his current time because he doesn't have the energy. You understand what I'm saying, right?
I get what you're
So
saying. Yeah.
that's it. So football is here now. If Maresca doesn't have the energy and he feels it's too toxic, it's too hard for him, he should resign. Let somebody else come. Do you get? If the owners are tired of running the club, running it as a proper club, they should sell it off to someone else and they should go. Would remain here. The owners will not be here forever. The manager will not be here forever. Those two will never be here forever. Nobody's going to be here forever. But what I'm saying is that the fans, generally, the fan base would remain as far as the club is still existing. If we don't
But
get extinct, we
valid
don't get
point.
relegated to League One. Do you get
I
what
just
I'm
I
saying?
just want to my own rounding to round up this conversation on Chelsea and Maresca. My own
Mm.
final, I guess my final thought on this ball would be if Maresca had the same run
Same
of
that
form that
Emery had,
no, and the slot had with Liverpool, the run
he would
of
have been
the
sacked.
run
He would
of
have been
losses and the way we lost certain games at home.
yeah.
I wonder how you
He
would
would
have
have been
felt. I wonder what
easy.
you would have said, and I
He would
wonder
have been
how
fired.
you'd have
He would
reacted.
have been fired.
We as
Your club
Liverpool
is a
fans here,
good club. Your
we
club is a good
complained.
club. Your
We
club is a
complained.
good club.
A bunch of us came out and said, and we're on that side of an slot out, right? A lot of us.
Yeah.
It took us a while to get to that point, but when
Mm.
I think for me, I think I got to that point either the Nottingham Forest loss or the PSV loss. One of them I was slot out, but prior to that, there was still some L's that we were taking, and we just had to take those L's. I think Ikena got to slot out a lot longer than than a
He's
bunch
still
of us,
slot
right?
out. He's
But
still slot
he
out.
still slot
Yeah,
out. He still doesn't
you're not
believe,
changing
right?
his
He
mind.
still does not believe. But at the end of the day, like when you see, I'm just comparing that to Maresca. If Maresca had that kind of, you
He
get what
won't
I'm
have a
saying?
job. He won't have a
You
job.
see what I'm saying?
Nothing
So
else will
that's why
help.
I feel
He
like he
won't have
has
a
not
job.
really done that. I know he's not doing
Come on,
as well as you
Foxy. Come
expect,
on.
but he has not really
Mm.
done too. I still feel like it's still too early to completely judge this guy. I
Prince,
think
I'll
he's
ask you this
inexperienced,
question.
and
Okay, good.
that's just all I wanted to
Yes.
say. Let's just
I'll ask you this question. Let
mm,
me ask you this question. Do you think in the last 6 games that Arne Slot has learned from some of the mistakes he made when you guys were
it
losing?
took him a while to learn.
But has he learned? Do you think he's learned?
It took him a while to learn from those
Do you
mistakes.
think he's learned?
I think he has learned to some extent, yes.
Good.
But it took him a
Good.
while to learn those mistakes.
Good.
And
My manager,
there is no guarantee
it
that
doesn't
and it's
revert
not
back.
there's no guarantee
Doesn't
that and it's not
revert
to not
back.
revert back. There is no guarantee because
I don't think it
at a
reverts back.
certain point, where I
I
thought
don't think.
and his slot has
I don't think.
learned from his mistakes, he reverted back. He reverted
Soboslai at
back
right
and
back.
Gravenberch at centre back, Sobosai at right back. That's the
He did it
typical.
again.
No, like it is at a certain point, I expected that he might have learned from
Okay,
that.
okay.
He tried it
No,
again, right? He
but he
tried it
didn't
again,
work, right?
yeah. So all I'm saying is coaches are always thinking of stuff, but sometimes this game is evidence based. You have to try something and see it not work to really understand, right? So that's just what I feel. That's just what I feel.
The
Um,
problem I have with my manager is like it feels like he's going forward, he's learning, and suddenly he goes back. I'm like, brother, but you already tried this and you already know. Why you doing the why are we doing this all over again?
but
Do you
yeah,
get now he's learned he's on for the only thing he's learned currently is that Tosin is not good enough to be rotated. He's learned that. Because if he's not learned that, Tosin will have started this game with Badiashile. Do you get?
let's
But at the same time, But they are
Yeah.
sharing. Why are you not using your stable center back? Why?
And we are going to
If
press pause.
if
We are going to press pause in this conversation. We're actually going
no,
to
no,
press
let's move
pause
on.
because
Let's move
we're
on.
getting
Let's
back into the
read
same
some
thing.
comments. Read some comments.
Let's
I'm
read some
just it
comments
makes
and
me
move
mad.
on. I know that's
Makes
why
me
I say
mad
let's
to
press
see this topic.
pause. Um, Foxy saying Andy took the bait. I would love to see AFCON in cricket. That's what Dara said. Dara saying I just seen a bright light. It was JD Sancho's smile after the Chelsea game. Foxy
God.
said Algeria another good win. Ibrahim Maza man of the match. Too much talent. SSB saying he will go to City then, and he will go to City.
Kopama is
Then Andy
never
maybe
following
take Palmer
Maresca.
with him. He'll
Never.
go to City then.
Mare- Kopama is
Palmer with
already
him.
resenting his
Then I said,
manager. I hope you know that.
I think Trump would be perfect replacement for Maresca. Foxy said rumors they have started with plans to build
To build a
Maresca
statue.
statue um, outside the bridge. Fair play to the club doing the right thing. If a golf course too Foxy.
Oh
Ah
my
man,
days.
this is crazy. Okay, okay, okay.
I'll be the first person to vandalize that statue if it comes up. I'll take a flight from here. I
Okay,
don't mind doing anything.
let's just dive into a little bit of transfer rumors before we hop off the live and give our final thoughts. United are the latest side to pursue a move for Bradley Barcola, joining the race with Liverpool and Bayern. To sign to
Guys,
basically to sign
let's
him.
make sure to
So
like the live. If you're on the
so
live, just click the like button here.
yeah, so it's like the live. If you've not done so, you're new here. Please subscribe to our channel. We're on the way to 5K. I appreciate you guys. But yeah, like it's interesting, Bakola. Everybody's rushing to
Bakola,
sign Bakola. Bakola to me is a
it's a
player
waste of
that
money. It's a
is
waste
a
of
player,
money.
he's a player that can move the ball forward, can try some things, but that finishing is just not where
Finishing is not
just
there. The
not, it's
physicality is
just
not there.
where I needed to be at for us to be in this race to sign Bakola. I'm speaking specifically for Liverpool. I don't care what United do or what Bayern do. Me specifically, as a Liverpool fan, if you tell me what do you think about Bakola at Liverpool, I don't know if he's the right person. Like I don't know, and
Okay.
I just can't not see Bakola and Cody
Mm.
Gakpo looking similar. It's just like a Cody Gakpo without the finishing. That's how I feel. Every time I think of Bakola, I just think of Cody
And
Gakpo without the finishing.
Cody Gakpo is stronger than Bakola. I hope
But
you know.
but Cody Gakpo has
More
had to
physical.
add some muscle. I feel he had to add some.
More physical.
He has to be more physical. He has to be more physical. He has to be more physical. Um, this is a rumor. Another rumor is saying there is some interest from Liverpool to sign Vlahovic from Juventus. I don't I don't know if that's true. I don't know
Who
if
wants
that's
to
true.
sign Vlahovic? Who wants
Liverpool,
to sign?
Liverpool. I
Don't
don't know if
even
that's
go there.
true. I don't know if that's true. I think it might be a
No.
lie. I think it might be a lie. Due to limited minutes, Waneri and Miles Skelly, they've been some interest from other clubs. But I think Arsenal are hesitant to
Do not even do
open
that.
talks to sell Waneri or Miles Skelly. So that's been reported by the Athletic. But at the end of the day, I think the person that might not be getting as much minutes will be Waneri, maybe not Miles Skelly. I think Skelly still the minutes are definitely less than last season because Calafiori Calafiori is fit, and
Yeah,
Calafiori I feel
yeah,
is the first team
yeah.
player for that
Is the
left back position,
main
right?
main is a no nonsense defender. So they
Yeah.
obviously they'll start
And
him before you.
also there were issues last season with Miles Skelly and the whole red card thing. So you cannot really blame Arteta and the coaching staff for maybe leaning more Calafiori than Miles Skelly, especially in like important games. And given this is a season that they are trying to win the league, so yeah. Tottenham, they are interested in Yan Diomande. I know Fox is always talking about Diomande.
Talking about this guy, yeah.
Yeah, Tottenham are
Let's see.
interested in Yan Diomande. They've sent scouts to like track, his progress and everything. I think they are interested. They are interested in Yan Diomande. Semenyo is expected to join City. That's not anything new.
Yes, that's how
Semenyo is
things,
expected to
yeah.
join City, and
But there are rumors that
there's a
Liverpool
chance
wanted
that
to hijack the deal.
who wanted to
I, s-
hijack
I
the
re-
deal.
you guys wanted to hijack the deal,
Oh,
but the
that's a rumor
apparently,
too.
yeah, Semenyo has made up his mind that he wants to go to City. I
To go
think
to City,
so.
yeah. So
Good luck to him.
this one is coming from Talk Sports. Semenyo is
Mm.
expected to join City, and then there's a chance that Oscar Bob, right, would
Goes
leave and might go to Crystal Palace or might go to Fulham. right?
Oh my
So
God.
I think Oscar Bob, there's a player there. He's 22. He's
Yeah,
young.
yeah.
I think that boy is talented. It was just so
And
sad that he broke
if
that
we
his injury that took him out for a while. But
yes, yes,
I think that
yes,
boy
yes.
is really talented, and I think yeah, he's a player that we should keep our eyes on. That guy is going to go far. That's my
And if
own
we
opinion.
and Kingsley, you know the funny thing, if we decided that we wanted to go for Oscar Bob, City
Mhm.
will not agree. No, they won't give
Yeah.
Oscar Bob to us. They
Oscar Bob
won't
is better than to me. Oscar Bob is better than Gittins. Oscar Bob is better
by
than
far,
Ganacho.
by
Oscar
far.
Bob, Oscar Bob can come to your. I think Oscar Bob in your team would start ahead of the two of them. That's what I think. Depends on your coach, but then that's what I
Mm.
think. Everton is
Javier Elliott, yeah.
Everton. They are interested in signing Jack Grealish permanently after
Ooh,
the city loan
after
comes
the
to an end.
experiments.
But but I guess maybe they might have some concerns over the value of Jack Grealish, right?
Mm.
But let's see how that goes. But I know there's some interest from Everton in signing Grealish. Um, Juventus are interested in Sandro Tonali from Newcastle. I don't think Newcastle will let Tonali go. That's just my own opinion. I don't see that
Except he's
happening.
homesick. Except he's homesick. He's
I
Italian,
don't
right?
see that happening. Yeah, I
Except
don't
he's
see that
homesick.
happening.
But no.
Yeah, but those are some of the transfers I wanted to talk about. I mean, but,
Barra is saying, should Liverpool rescue Javier Elliott?
I think so. I said the same thing. Like maybe Liverpool bring back Harvey Elliott, but I think SSB and Ikena don't really fancy him as a serious player. I think I don't know.
But
Maybe I'm just biased.
you
Maybe
guys
I'm
are
just
really
biased
good
towards
now.
my memory of Harvey Elliott. But I think Harvey. I don't know.
He can give
Maybe I'm
you
just an
something. He
optimist at heart. But I think Harvey is somebody that
can
I think he could really, if he really focuses, he could really give you something decent from the bench. I'm not expecting Harvey to be a starter in like the Prem games or Champions League games. But Harvey can be a
mm,
starter in Carabao Cup games. We watched the whole Carabao Cup games where he sent all the academy kids out to slaughter them. That was a game where Harvey could have started that game and maybe something would have happened. Maybe, right? I think Harvey
no.
Elliott is not a bad addition to the squad. We need more bodies. Even if it's just a player to come on 80 something minutes, 90 something minutes, just run around and just
Yes,
do
that
something, an
energy gives
extra
you that
body,
energy,
extra
right?
legs,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
I don't think it's a bad idea, but it is what it is. SSB saying, Andy, do you rate Anderson, the Forest midfielder? He might go for 100 million. 100 million for Elliot Anderson.
That's what I was saying. Our prayers now are overpriced.
That's
Like
crazy.
for Elliot Anderson. I
That's
watched him. He
crazy.
was good. He was decent yesterday in terms of he can do like this crossfield switches, and
Mm-hmm.
he's really good at it from one end of the pitch to the other one, and from this side
Mm-hmm.
to this side, like crossfield switches, and he's bang on, right? And he makes
For
good
a
tackles.
hundred
But 100
M.
million,
Ah,
no,
any decent
yeah,
player now is 100 M. You just
that's
do
it. That's the
something
problem.
a little bit
100
good.
million,
100 million.
100 million, just like
Where
that's
are
how
these people
bad
seeing this
football is.
100 M from?
That's how
Where
the
they
game
seeing
has
a
gone.
100 million from? Say 100 million yen. Anyways, guys, that's everything I have. What are your final thoughts?
Final thoughts for me would be
Mm-hmm.
we're going to the Grinch is going to the Emirates on Tuesday. The Grinch, that's Emery.
Yeah.
He's going to show up with his cap, his Grinch cap, and
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how it's going to turn out. All of us,
Mm-hmm.
people, the obviously the neutrals like us are just like, let's see if he spoils Christmas for
Mm-hmm.
Arteta, but we'll see. But it's fun. We that are the neutrals. We don't care about the results of our club. Let's see
Mm-hmm.
what happens at the top, right? So we'll see.
Yeah, that makes sense. Um, a lot has been said, to be honest, on this stream, but let's take it step by step. First off,
Mm.
congrats to Cristiano Ronaldo winning the best Middle East player. Never knew that was an award, but congrats to him.
Please stop
The brother
this.
is the brother keeps on going 40 something plus. I think his career is just, I'm not trying to glaze him, but his career just shows you an example of a player and a
Mm.
man that is highly disciplined at doing
Mm.
his business, doing something and doing it really, really well and being very
Yeah.
disciplined. So congrats to Lamin, congrats to Due, congrats to Vitinha, congrats to Usman Dembele for their awards, and congrats to
Yeah.
Luis Enrique for his award too as well. Big, big, big respect to the PSG side and everything that they did in 24-25 season. So
Yeah.
let's see how the AFCON games go. I think I'll be more and more interested in the knockout stages than the group stage, but I'm still keeping my eye on the AFCON. Let's see how the rest of the games go, and then let's see how these transfers go. Because I think Liverpool, like I keep on saying, we need to sign a centre back. That's all I'm interested in seeing. We sign a centre back, maybe defensive minded midfielder, and then we can see what attacker we choose to sign. But let's see what happens in terms of these transfers, because we spent a lot of money on Florian Wirtz, a lot of money on Isak. Isak is out possibly for the rest of the season. So let's see how the rest of things. Let's see how the transfers go. Yeah, but that's all for me. Shout out to Foxy, Dara, SSB, Ikena, every single person that commented on the live. Shout out to Nick. Thank you guys so
Thank you.
much. Shout out to Docas as well. Thank you guys so much for coming to our lives. I appreciate you guys. We're live every single day, 5:30 p.m. CST. So guys, make sure you
If you are
subscribe
new,
so you get notified when we
subscribe.
go live, and we're on the way to
Yeah.
5K. Please like this video, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be our prediction stream because we have
Yeah.
Premier League games happening on Tuesday and
Tuesday.
on Thursday.
Mhm.
So we'll see you
Mm.
guys tomorrow. I appreciate you guys. Take care. Merry Christmas and happy holidays. Bye, guys.
Bye.